There is a house in charming town they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor girl. And me, oh God, I'm one. If
What's going on, guys? Coming to you with some deadlifting today. I think that's what this is called. Although I'm not the greatest deadlifter, I like to think that I can somewhat mimic what a decent deadlift looks like. So here are a few things that may help you kind of mimic what a good deadlift looks like as well. So what I'm doing, as a lot of you guys know, I have a hard time engaging my lats throughout my deadlift. I've always had a hard time with that. So Chris, in his movement website, kabuki.ms, tons of great information out there. They have, I think, over like 50 videos, tutorials on squat, bench, and deadlift. Make sure you guys go check it out. But this is one of them. This is how to engage your lats with external resistance. So what you do is you just attach a band to a low hanging grounded thing. I did it with the glute ham raise. And from there you just step back, light band tension on the wrist, and you really have to squeeze and engage your lats in order for the band not to pull the bar away from you. So this is just kind of a physical cue that allows you to mentally engage those lats, keep them there, and use your lats and back throughout the rest of the movement, which I've neglected and haven't been able to quite put my finger on like how to do it successfully. So what I did was I just did that for a couple warm-up sets, and it made a huge difference in my deadlift, guys. So if you want to try that out, I would say do it during your warm-up sets. Don't do it as the weights get really heavy. And then also what I'm doing here to try to learn how to be a proficient deadlifter is doing some block pulls. My buddy from Canada, Paul Waneed, however you say his last name, I've never quite got it right, but make sure you guys follow him on Instagram under that description, Canadian Paul Waneed. He told me, you know, a good way to get good at the deadlift is to kind of build it up from the top and work your way down to the bottom, especially with sumo deadlifts. So what I did was I decided to go with some block pulls, and then next week I'll go with some more block pulls, but just kind of lowering it week by week, taking off a mat here and there until I get to the ground. And what this is going to help me do, it's going to help me ingrain some better movement patterns. It's going to help me get my hips stronger throughout the movement. It's going to allow me to work on flexibility. So as I get lower, right, the more flexible I need to become. So as I do the movement and I get lower and lower, not only is that going to work passive flexibility, which is the ability to get into the correct position, but it's also going to work active flexibility, which is the ability to hold that position under load. So I was able to work up to 675 here for a double, which is probably the heaviest I've gone in deadlifting in quite some time. I was very happy that I'm still rushing it. As you can see, I'm still yanking the bar a little bit, not as patient as I'd like to be. Sumo deadlifting is a very patient deadlift, but I felt like it moved really well. I was able to engage my lats, keep that tight, keep my upper body tight, and drive through my legs. So I think next week, lowering down a block about an inch or so will allow me to get in just a little bit better position. And you know, we'll see. It's all trial and error, guys. You know, you try stuff that makes sense to you, and if it usually makes sense and it's applicable, then it's probably going to work out, you know. And the fact that I have Chris saying that, yeah, that's a good idea, and Paul, who's a very, very good power lifter in and of himself, almost totaling 2,000 at 220, you know, you listen to guys who are smart and who you look up to in the sport that are able to kind of coach and guide along the way. And I was able to do that with these two guys, and I think that's really going to help out a lot. Now it's just a matter of keeping my hips fresh, keeping them loose, and going from there. Squats were a bit rough today, but just practicing with technique, practicing on form, and getting everything down on these lighter days. So I'm not 100% worried too much about depth. I worry about that with the heavier stuff. Just trying to be a tactician when it comes to the lighter days. After the squats, I did 5 sets of doubles with the squats at 435, and then moved on to doing some Dorian deadlifts, 315s for a set of 8, and then a set of 10. Got the new donuts and deadlifts straps on. Pretty good. Match my outfit, so why not, right? Look good, lift good. That's the message I want you guys to get out of this video. If you look good at the gym, you'll lift good. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Hope you like it. Subscribe, share, pass it along, tell everyone about it. Until next time, guys, take care.
Just got done doing the deadlifting. Very late night tonight. Definitely not something that I'm used to, but when you got to get it in, you just come whenever the time's right and get the work in and move on from there. Pretty heavy doubles today, working on a higher box, and every week I'm just going to lower the box inch by inch until I get to the ground, and hopefully I'll be able to mimic that position and mimic that tightness every time I get a little bit lower each week. So pretty happy with the 675 today. Moved pretty well. I always lose tightness on my second rep, so I always try to put a little more emphasis on the first one when I see it. So everything was good. Squats felt hard, deadlifts felt hard, but after a week of heavy lifting, your body's not going to feel the greatest, so can't really complain. 2 days of rest, and then we'll kind of fill it out and see if I need to deload or just keep pushing. Hopefully keep pushing and try to recover as much as I can these next 2 days and relax and eat some food and see how it goes on Tuesday. Hope you guys like the video. Make sure you subscribe, share it, and like it. Until next time, guys, thank you.